Hey, Levins, how are you? Welcome back. It is Queen Kuli. I hope you guys are doing great. I am doing a late night video for you because I've been busy and I haven't put up a video in a while, and I wanted to say hi and check in with you all. I hope you guys are doing really, really well. If this is your first time here, welcome. And I'm so glad that you're here. And please don't forget to like and subscribe and share. And if you've been rolling with me for a while, I so appreciate you. I am an empath, a light worker. I'm basically someone who is an activator. I help you remove anything that's blocking you from bringing you into alignment so that you can live the life that you truly want. Especially as an 11, I'm an 11 too, a master life path number. And I started making these videos a couple of years ago because I was super, super frustrated with my life. And I thought, I can't be the only one out here. And I found that I was an 11. I am not a numerology expert, you guys. I am not. But I just am a very empathic person who has some special gifts. I'm an oracle. I speak with God and your ancestors, my clients' ancestors, and animals that are either here or in heaven. Same with people here or in heaven. And so I get downloads, and I've been getting them for like 7 to 10 years. And it's an amazing gift. And I'm so happy that I can do it because it brings my clients and you guys a lot of joy and information. And it helped me because my grandmother, who had passed away a long time ago, we were super close. We were identical, and she was very gifted. And we were like two peas in a pod, and she would always help me at night as a little kid. And, she really encouraged me to use my gifts. But after she passed away, she would come and help me, and she still does. Um, and I ask her a lot of questions like, what am I missing? What am I not seeing? Um, and today I wanted to make you a video. Of course, this is not scripted. I'm not going to edit it. I'm just going to put it up there. Um, but before I start, I want to make a fun video for you because it's like every video I do, I'm trying to teach you something or help you, and it's like so serious all the time. And I know 11s are serious, but if you're like me, and a lot of you are, a lot like me, I'm a lot like you, right? We have to be like funny and goofy because life is hard, especially for 11s. I was told in the realms that 11s have one of the hardest paths out of all the numbers. The 11s, 22s, and 33s, the master numbers, but especially the 11s, I was told, have a very difficult life, right? And I'm sure every single one of you watching this right now is going, yeah, duh. Thanks, Captain Obvious, because people don't understand us. Our own families don't understand us, you know, boyfriends, girlfriends, random people, people at work, because we are deep thinkers. We look under the hood. We don't like BS, right? We like to talk about things that are deep and introspective and interesting to us. We are here for the authenticity of others. We don't appreciate, the BS on the fake people to the left. Seriously, not interested, could care less. And there's very few people on this planet that can go deep the way we can go deep. Very few. Um, and so we have to kind of learn painfully sometimes that, not everybody gets us. Very few people really understand us. And from being misunderstood, unfortunately, for a lot of our lives, can cause us to be a little bit rough, suspicious of others, maybe not like people so much. And because of that, we need to kind of not hibernate, but I have to have my downtime, right? It's kind of like I always say, and I'm sure if you've heard this before, bear with me for a second or two, but going to parties, you guys, is difficult for us. It's not fun. And sometimes we, cope. When I was in college, I used to drink beers a lot because I was like, I can't cope with these freaking normies, man. I have nothing to say to them and they have nothing to say to me because I can't do surface stuff like, hey, what's going on today? Oh my gosh. It's like, okay, all right. Next, who else can I talk to? You know? And so we kind of build up this. little bit of a tough, sometimes outer shell to protect ourselves because people throw punches at us, not literally. They take aim at us, right? Because they don't understand us. And what do people do when they don't understand something? They either run from it or they make fun of it. So I didn't want to get all serious and crazy and boring today because I feel like it's every video is so serious, but I I wanted to offer you something today because as you know, I'll go back because I can go on my little rant here, reel it back in. For the last 7+ years, I've been getting these downloads, and these downloads, God's been telling me you have to get them out to the world. No more fooling around. So I'm like, okay, all right, let's be serious. And so that's what I'm doing. So I have an offering. I'll leave you the links below. It's super cool. So every month I'm going to be putting together, there'll be a topic each month. This month's topic is enlightenment and abundance. Why? Because the full lunar eclipse is happening on the 17th of September. Today's the 9th, 10th. So it's coming up. And this is when you really want to manifest, right? So what I've done is I've taken all of the, not all, because I've got books and books and books, but I'm picking out the best of what's working under the topic of enlightenment and abundance. And I'm going to transcribe it into really nice paper with a calligraphy format because I personally love books. I'm old school. I don't like ebooks. I'm talking about the real deal, like regular old books that you used to read, right? And so it's going to be a hard copy and it will be sent to your house. And every month there'll be a chapter, if you can think of it that way. And I'll be sending it to your house. And if this is something that you would like, check it out below. It's going to be really awesome because it's straight from the realms. So these are timeless messages and they are here to help you. And they are from all of the beings that I've spoken to, right? God, the archangels. To be honest with you, the archangels don't say that much. I say the archangels, but to be honest, they don't say that much, really. It's mostly God, spirit, um, your ancestors, my ancestors, totem animals, and then anyone else who wants to come through. Sometimes the Arcturians, sometimes the Palladians, and other beings of light. Talk to me. So I can promise you that it's all for today. Like whenever you find that, oh, sorry, whenever you, oh my God, see? Okay, hold on. Whenever you find this is when it's the perfect time. By the way, I just have to say, anybody having technical difficulties lately with their lives? It's been a hard 3, 4 weeks for me. And I was just wondering if anybody else out there has experienced this as well, because it has been tough. And what I'm talking about is trying to get something done. Last week, I tried to get the newsletter out and I couldn't get it out. Every single day, it was something. It was crazy. Like, and I went onto my dashboard, um, where, my website is, and the dashboard was down. That's never happened to me. In 7 years, never happened. And it was a glitch on their end. So I was just wondering, just let me know if you guys have been experiencing the same thing. It's kind of crazy. So along with the enlightenment and abundance topic, I also am going to be offering the laws of the universe because there are many of them and they're very important that you learn what they are. They are very, very, I'm diving in and it is they need to teach this stuff in schools more than like math. Seriously, like the laws of the universe they govern the universe, obviously. The laws stand whether you know them or not. It's like gravity, right? What comes up has to come down, all that stuff. But just like the law of attraction is the first one that I'm doing, but it is with, again, the enlightenment and abundance. And it's how we're going to match that back to your life. So what I've done is it's 2 videos. It's a bundle. It's 2 videos. It has a meditation set to music and a journal that I put all this together myself, of course, with my editor. And so it's all bespoke to help you. And that's the bonus. And I was offering that separately. That alone is the bonus. So you'll get that right away. And then when because you have to pre-order, because I'm making these myself, transcribing everything for you for the other part of it, which is not the law of attraction, that's the bonus, but for the, what I'm transcribing. under Enlightenment Abundance, which you'll get the hard copy of. That's a pre-order. So I'll leave everything below, but do check it out because I think you'll really like it. But you will get the Law of Attraction right away because that is a digital file. So I got it all, in a PDF format with the meditation and videos. Obviously, those are not. So you'll get those right away. And then right before the lunar eclipse, you'll get the hard copy for the month. So I'm going to be doing this on a monthly basis, and I hope that this helps you. Today, let's move on. Today, I was talking with one of my clients tonight, and she's been going through it too, as we all have. And we were just kind of talking. And, you know, I really was thinking about, I wanted to look something up that would help you guys and, give you peace of mind and maybe bring some understanding, happiness in your lives instead of same old, let's talk about your pain. Because I've done millions of videos on that. We all know that we struggle, but we come out of it. And life is a beautiful thing. I realize this more and more as I get older. And I know a lot of you out there are struggling, and it's not easy. And I'm not saying that it is easy, but what I am saying is that there are opportunities around you that you may not be seeing because you're going through something, or you're in pain, or it's not the right time. And what God was telling me was that when would be a better time, if not now? Because none of us knows how long we have. We always think we'll live to 100 or 90, whatever, but nobody knows, right? So I have a couple passages here that I want to read to you that are downloads that hopefully will help shift you and shift your perspective. What I was talking about with my client was I was asking her, she had a story that she was saying, and she kept saying the same thing over and over. And it was a story when she was small. We all have our stories, right? So how do you think of yourself, right? So I would say I said something like, um, I had a very hard childhood because I was so shy, I couldn't make friends. And that always stuck with me. And to this day, I would still say I had a very, keep repeating and parroting it back over and over and over. But in reality, this is just a story. This wasn't my thing or her thing. I'm just making an example. But in reality, she had surpassed this a long time ago, right? Whatever the story was that had been holding her back, she had gone past that miles, like 20 years later. But she kept saying the same story. And I was like, huh, why do you keep saying that? Like it's not serving you anymore because you've already conquered it. So what if, we only have so much space, right? In our bodies, in our aura, in our field. So I'm all about every day, lesson one, remove the energy that's not yours every single day. You go out, even if you protect yourself, which hopefully you are, you still pick up on other people's junk. Get rid of it every night or every morning, whenever. Just my shaman taught me to pull it out like this, like I kind of pull it out. But just I remove anything that's not mine, any energy that's not mine, any thoughts, anything, take it and give it to the angels and take it back up to the realms with love, always with love, because it's not your stuff. But if you don't redo that every day, it takes up space. And then you can feel all those thoughts. It's like if you go into the store and you're feeling really good, having a good day, and then you leave, you're like kind of grumpy and you're like, why the heck is this happening? I was fine before. Oh, well, I don't know, whatever, keep going. Got a million things to do. That's what we do. Not realizing that you probably picked up somebody else's junk, some normie that's flinging their energy around. They don't even know it. And you picked it up somehow, right? Because you're so sensitive. If you don't get rid of it every day, it's going to build up. So there are four pillars that I always teach. And the first pillar is you've got to get rid of this stuff. And if you can do it every day, all the better. But then that leaves some space. So you can either leave that space as it is, right? Or find something else that's positive that you want to bring into your life and put that in instead, right? And change the story to empowering yourself versus disempowering yourself. And just flip whatever you're saying, right? Or get rid of it and start with something fresh and new. Instead of like, I was so shy that I couldn't make any friends and it affected me my whole life, flip that or get rid of it and, be like, yeah, you know what? Everything I say resonates with people because I used to say all the time, nobody understands me, not understanding that it was a self-fulfilling prophecy for my business. If you say that all the time, no one understands me because it's like, it's true, nobody gets me. What happens is the universe hears that vibration and says, oh, okay, you want more of that? Great. We're going to put some more people in your path and they're not going to get you either. It's just going to go on and on until you say, you know what? Everything I say, people understand exactly what I'm saying. They get it. And when I started saying that instead, that's what happened. Your words as an 11 have power. I mean power, raw power. And you can either speak life into something or you can poison it. So we got to be super careful around what you say because we're powerful people, right? So just be careful. But if you can get rid of some of this negative energy, that's other people's stuff or your stuff, but just every day, it really helps. So before I read this to you, much of what you want to know more about, you have within you. Many 11s look online, look everywhere, far and wide for the answers. They can't find them. Why? Because the answers are within. And Spirit wants you to go within, get quiet and go within. And I'll tell you something that's happened to myself and to my clients, especially recently to this one that I was talking to tonight. I used to watch a lot of the tarot and things like that. And I used to have the people that I really liked and that they were so on point with me. I used to write everything down. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're talking to me. This is amazing. And then a few months later, when I went up to the next level, all of a sudden, nothing made sense that they were saying. People that I had followed for a long time, all that I really enjoyed their content, all of a sudden, it'd be like, this doesn't make sense to me anymore. Why are they, what's that going on? They used to be amazing and now they're not so great. I don't get it. And not only that, my client was saying that people she used to listen to, and she listened to for years, their voice now bothered her. And I'm like, why would that be? Because you've changed, because you've moved up, you've ascended, and you've evolved. And so their resonance is lower now, their vibration's lower, right? Because you're up here now. So your vibration's higher than what they're speaking at. So it's a mismatch. And that's why a lot of times, like, I don't even look at tarot stuff anymore at all because I can't find anything that speaks to me. And that's not knocking them because at a time in my life that was something that worked for me, it was great, right? But what's happening is that you're going to eventually, if not already, be asked to look within. You are an amazing spirit, and 11s have a lot of resources and a lot of gifts, and they're strong. We're spiritual warriors, and we've been through a lot, and we have a lot of knowledge, and we're always learning and processing and trying to understand things. So look within. That's what I would say to you, because that's where the answers truly are. Lean on that. And of course, if you find someone you resonate with, awesome. But do notice if there are those that you're either listening to or podcasts or whatever, or watching on video, and you're like, all of a sudden, hey, this doesn't really work for me anymore. I don't know why. That's why, because you've changed for the better, which is a good thing. You're growing. Okay. And in tune with that, listen to your heart. Among all the strife and hatred in the world, listen to what your heart is telling you. Go inside yourself. The answers are inside, not outside. Get still. Go out in nature. Be kind to yourself and see others as neighbors, not enemies. Forgive all, but especially yourself. Forget and move forward with what's in front of you today. Love and respect go very far. I was saying, he said, in the animal world, yeah, we humans have lost sight of that. Give all your compassion, your love, your empathy, and respect, and see the world change. So many times 11s say that, people don't get me and they treat me a certain way. But what are you putting out there into the world? How are you treating people? Are you short with them? Do you get angry quickly? Are you frustrated? Or do you give them a little grace? Just asking. And hey, we're all humans. We all have bad days and good days. But the more grace and compassion that you can give, the more you'll actually experience as well. Because it's like a mirror effect with life, right? Stop hiding. This is what you are. You're a gifted human. Face yourself, right? All the thoughts of, can I do this? That's your ego mind, because you can do anything. I created you for a purpose. That's all you need to know. You've been doing this purpose for lifetimes. So there's nothing you can't do. Release the limits you place on yourself, your mind, and your body. Let it all go. If you can conceive it, you can make it happen. You guys can do anything. Anything. You guys are strong. You are funny. You are amazing. There's nothing you can't do. But you have to believe. You have to believe in yourself. And you have to know that you can do it. And you may fall many times. But it does not matter how many times you fall. It's if you can keep getting up, right? Your power is strong. Your power will be seen far and wide. I have taken care to prepare you. Change the story from failure to strength, and so it will be, right? We are all connected. This use the resources you have now. Your foundation is extensive and will only grow. And that's what I was saying. Change the story from I can't to I can, from I don't believe to I do believe. When you do that, everything changes for you, right? The stronger I get, this is what I had said. The stronger I get, the less I care about how I am seen. And the Lord said, as it should be. The more authentic you are, the more powerful you are. You have grown for the better, and you see the surface on others for what it is, just junk. When you look at people, I would like to know if any of you guys compare yourself to others. Because as 11s, I mean, I know that I used to do it all the time, and I'm trying to step away from that. Because sometimes we look at the trappings of success and think that's the be all and end all, and that's what I'm striving to be, when then you realize that it's all false because you can't take any of that with you, so it doesn't even matter anyways. What matters is your soul and your everything within you, your joy, your love, your happiness, what you give to others. That's what counts. Your forgiveness, your grace, and none of this other stuff. What kind of bag you have, you know, how much money you earn, all that crap, none of which goes with you. It's just a trapping of this world, a 3D world. Some of the happiest people have the least amount of things. And I'm not saying you have to have less than. All I'm saying is it's just to put it into a perspective. So stop comparing yourself, is what they're always telling me. So if anybody out there is comparing themselves, especially for those of us that are like, oh, beauty's, everybody wants to look good. But then it gets to a point where it's like that false beauty comes in because people try and try and try and keep tweaking things. And then you're like, it's getting wonky out there. People are looking a little wonky. You know what I'm saying? So it's about the heart. It always comes back to the heart and what you have to offer others from the inside. Nothing to do with anything else, but what you have that you had when you were born, which is your gifts, your love, your forgiveness, your joy, your happiness, your grace. That's the important stuff. Look beyond your own understanding and reach for me, because I will not let you down. The more authentic you are, the more powerful you are. And that's the truth, right? And for us, we hate anything inauthentic. It's like we're allergic to it. Fake people, fake things, not interested at all, because it's not real. Why waste your energy on it, right? Use your voice, breathe, slow down, and sage, light your candles, set your intention, sing as an offering. Use your, just your hands, like your body, your mind. You can think something, you can send positivity towards someone. If you can make music, if you can draw with your hands, if you can write, if you're a writer, if you're dance with your body, right? There's so many things that we can do that we have as gifts. Sing with your voice, speak with your voice, speak the written word, right? There's so many ways that we can help others that are gifts inside us that you might not look at and think that's a gift, but it truly is. Maybe some of you out there are writers. That's a gift. Some of you are singers. That's a gift. Some of you are dancers. That's a gift. Some of you can draw like crazy and paint like amazing things. Those are gifts, right? Some of you are orators and you can speak. That's a gift. Not everybody can do that. You know that? Not everybody can. Most people freeze and can't speak at all, even if they have a lot to say. So start exploring what your gifts are if you haven't already, and then start sending them out into the world because people need what you have, which is your light and the great and beautiful things about you, right? Because I'm sure you have a lot to say. You're an 11. We never run out of things to say. So I want to encourage you to grow, look within your heart, and know that you're a super amazing being, honestly. And I've got nothing but love for all of you guys and a lot of respect, mad respect for every single one of you, because being an 11 is not easy. It's not. I know like living's not easy, but as an 11, it's a little different for us. So you're all very talented and I'm very lucky. Thank you for watching. I so appreciate you guys. Leave me some comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hopefully this helped you. Short and sweet, not too long. And I'll talk to you guys soon. And I hope that you are well. Thanks, guys.